message bitch. Message hoe. Pussy ass hoe message. Message bitch.
Wait a minute.
And you, bitch, and you is mad. You hoes mad because I'm pretty, bitch. That's what it is. Hey guys, this is Infamous Kee Wt Che YouTube channel. So thank you for subscribing, liking, and sharing, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. So make sure you like, share, show some love. You know, this is your boy Infamous Kee Wt Che. Thank you. Hey pussies, how y'all doing? What's going on tonight? How y'all motherfucking doing tonight? Y'all already motherfucking know. Tonight is motherfucking Thursday to the motherfucking day. And you know, bitch, we finna do our sickney key. And I got no other motherfucking all this shade, good pussy, good everything, you know, understand trap. But I ain't gonna bring trap in just yet. Y'all know I gotta do my motherfucking shenanigans. Y'all know I gotta sing my intro. Y'all already know how it goes over here on the motherfucking Kee Wt Che on the Thursday night. So I just like to say I'm gonna call people out as they come in the room. Hey Kimmy Brown, hey Paris, hey Queen Magic. I'm gonna show y'all a little love real quick. Hey Aaron Patterson, Silent X Radio, Sky, Mama Michelle, Denisha, hey everybody. You know, yes, so y'all already know. If y'all don't know Trap, this Google Trap. You can Google Trap. Understand Trap. You can find Trap in Google. You can find him in Google. If you guys don't know who is Trap. So, without no further ado, I would just want you host to just, yes, come on, hey best friend, what's up? Tell us him, hey best friend, David Ross, you know, come on over. Come on over to Chi, yeah. Hey Paris, you my number one fan. I want you to come on over. Come on over to Chi, yeah. So this weekend I will be in Miami, and I said I was gonna do story time with Tashanique. So if you guys don't get story time this week, you guys will definitely get it sometime next week. But I have a video that I'm gonna upload to my Patreon. Just I made a pay. I'm trying to get my Patreon really together. So my thing is just keep making. I'm gonna keep making Patreon videos. I'm gonna keep doing the segment with keeping it real with Ra, keeping it real with Chi and Ra. But you know, Ra, like I said, Ra is booked and busy, so he's always busy. So I just gotta wait till he'll be able to sit down and do his motherfucking design. But like I said, I need y'all to come on in, come on over. We finna motherfucking key tonight. We finna get this bitch off the chain. Now, so prior to me meeting Trap, I'm gonna tell you how I met Trap too in a minute. Prior to me meeting Trap, I always, like I said, by TS being, her former background was porn. I always used to watch porn. Like I'm a porn freak, but I watch porn, you know what I'm saying? I love to watch porn. Porn is something that I do, and I enjoy watching porn. And so I seen Trap before, but I met Trap at Ra's birthday party, right? And they kept saying his name. And they kept saying, Trap, Trap, Trap. I'm like, who the fuck is Trap? I'm like, who is Trap? And they kept saying Trap. And I'm like, Trap? So, so one day I was talking to Ra, and Ra said something about Trump, and I said, Ra, It's trap, trap. He said, yeah. I was like, I kind of figured it. I said, because when y'all kept saying trap, I'm like, no. And I seen him at Rara's party. I didn't get a chance to speak to him. You know what I'm saying? But we met, later, and we became real good. That's my good friend. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and bring Trap in. We're gonna let Trap introduce himself. I do have some questions in my notebook that I wrote down for Trap. So we're gonna bring Trap in, and we're gonna let Trap do his thing. And yeah, I want y'all to hear from Trap. See what Trap, see what else, what else. Oh, give me 1 second. Here we go. You ready? Go ahead, shit. You ready?
Oh yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Hey,
What's going
Trap.
on? What's up, David? How you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I am blessed and highly favored in the Lord. Thank you for asking.
That, that is good. So, Trap,
Yeah,
tell
what's
them,
up?
like, let them know where, like, give them a
Mm.
little. This one, let me tell
So
you, give them what they don't know about Trap. Let them
okay,
know,
so let them know Trap. Tenfold.
let them know
My name
Trap.
is Trap. Go by Understand Trap on all social media outlets. Um, as some of you might know, I am from Orlando, Florida, born and raised. Recently just relocated to Atlanta from San Diego, California. Started doing porn like 4 years ago, and I've been loving it ever since. So, yeah, let's get it.
So, but you doing porn. So, okay, so were you sexual when you were a child?
So in high school, right, the girls used to be like I was a little freak. I was always freaky, so I was always hunching. I was the black kid that was always hunching on the females at school, like the little fast tail boy. I always could dance, so yeah, I was always popping it somewhere. My first male interaction was until I was like 22, 23, give or take. So I didn't do nothing in high school, nothing before then. I didn't have that little teenage crush like everybody else had. Trade, I ain't suck on trade until I was of age. Is how I put it.
Girl. So
I
you
did.
was so, so
I
you
ain't suck
wasn't a
on
girl.
trade till I was of age.
So you wasn't a young teeny rapper like me.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I was one of them. And I think that's why gay folks always say I was one of them ones that say that hated to be around gay people, openly gay people, because it was like maybe they would clock something. I did always find guys attractive, and I asked my sister. I said, does that make me gay that I think that this guy or that guy is attractive or sexy or it's nice? She was like, no, I think guys are sexy. I mean, I think girls are sexy all the time. I was like, okay, boom, I'm in that is. So, if I would see a guy, I would still be as masculine as I was and still be like, yo, you're very handsome, and I go for it that way, like not to be disrespectful.
Mm,
So yeah, but I did always find guys attractive, even as in a younger age.
cool. That's good. That's very
Just
interesting.
just never acted on it. But when I did get into the life, oh, it was over. It
Hold
was
on,
over.
we're gonna save that. So when I was a young teeny bopper, like I was a young girl, like I always thought men was very attractive, and like I said, I
Yeah.
like masculine energy. Like my thing is, I want if my partner he could be masculine or he could be fem, but I like to see the
You like
masculine
that
trait.
that
Like
hardcore shit, that rough shit.
not really, bro, but I still want you to
Yeah.
enjoy your enjoy that that you are that you're you're a girl, but girl, you just have that macho
uh,
demeanor. So
mm-mm.
the macho demeanor gets me all the time. But other than that, I was always sexual when I was little. Like sexual, there was just
So was you sexual with males or females?
I ain't never. I got my I got my penis sucked at 21 by a
Okay,
girl,
by girl. Okay.
and I ate coochie when I was like in elementary, but she was like older. Well,
Damn,
not
you
that
sound
old.
like me.
She was in middle school when I was in
Oh,
elementary.
okay. Well, I was hunting in the broom closet at 6, but that was to a female. That was my first girlfriend. Shout outs to Rochelle Black out there.
And when my brother was in the military in Mississippi, they were stationed in Gulfport, Mississippi. Me and my brother, we went and stayed for the summer, and there was this girl there, and she was a cute little girl. And, like we, but we like I ain't, but we oh that's cute. Oh, we're but and she was real cute though. She was very beautiful, and I wish I could go back and find her because I really like that was.
Mm.
Because like I tell people right now, what I'm looking for a girlfriend. I'm looking for a girl that, I'm looking for a girl that's willing to have an openly gay baby daddy. Like, you know what, bitch? That's my baby daddy and he gay.
But you want to know what that might be easier found. And no offense to the places I'm gonna say here in Atlanta and Tampa. Tampa, it's both ways. Like I think they love the gay men because they know the men gonna take care of their child. And not no offense to the men that don't take care of their kids, but they know that those men will take care of their kids.
Yeah, so I'm looking at that's the only reason I have a child. If my whoever I have a partner does well, okay, bitch, yeah, it's fine. Come on, let's do it. And knowing that, they ain't trying to, because
Interesting.
bitch, it's hard out here. But I ain't for the hunter though.
Yes, you is. Well, I have okay, so so I have a 15-year-old son. I was previously married. I am divorced now, and I've been
Oh.
divorced for like how long? About 7, 8 years. Well, yeah, like actually, literally divorced. But we
But
was
I see that. I see all that for you. Like I see that. Like I see that. Like I just get that for you. Like I get that you've been married. I get that you had this. Like I see all that. Like I feel all that from you. Like
definitely, yeah.
so. How was that?
Well, it was interesting. So when I first got into it, it was my high school sweetheart. So of course, when we married, we was definitely in love, and it took a traumatic incident to happen to where I wanted to split, and I was waiting in my apartments, right? And I was sitting on the back, and I'm just smoking, and a gay dude ended up coming around. I ain't gonna disclose his name to out him or nothing, but he was walking around, and it seemed like everyday clockwork. He'll see me on the back porch smoking a cigarette. So he walked up to me one day and he was talking to me, and then we started hanging. And I let him in, and I got some dome, and I enjoyed it. Like it was no fight with it. It wasn't, like I said, I always found guys attractive, but it was no fight with it. So eventually, when I just let up and let him go at it, and it's been the same ever since. He took me to
Hey, I
my
mean,
first. He took
people
me to
have
my
that
first gay
effect.
club in Jacksonville. In Cahoots 3D is what some people know it by. And I was on the scene ever since.
Oh, that's good.
So
So
basically, he
besides,
opened the door for me.
besides doing that, did you go to college or anything like anything outside
I,
of that?
I have been in the military for 7 years. I was in the United States Navy. I was a master at arms, the military police. Those of you that don't know what master at arms is, yeah, I was in the military 7 years. Got out, and I went to the University of Central Florida. Graduated with my bachelor's degree in health service administration, and then I moved to California. So that's my life wrapped up already right there. You see, you got my child, you got my school, my career, and my job actually before doing porn was I was working with kids on the spectrum, so and working with elderly. So that's what
Yeah.
my two homes is. I like working with the elderly. I like working with kids. It's the in between folks that I just be like, man, throw that all away.
My thing is, I love to work with the elderly, but I get too emotionally attached, so I can't do it.
Why not? That's the fun part. Like when dementia, Alzheimer's patients, like when they remember something that you do to with them, and they remember something in the past that that brings back. It's joy. I love it. So I am going back to it. Just don't want nobody in my business, because everybody seems to always want to spread your life amongst amongst everything else. So
But
yeah.
bitches, that's why when I do my interviews, I want people to know outside, like, bitch, I do this or I do that, or I just ain't,
But
bitch, I just don't.
people have to realize with that Cheeto, they say The only reason why a motherfucker know who it is or who I am as I understand trap is because I allowed you to get that information. I put
Right.
that information out there for you to get it. So you trying to throw something back up in a person's face, bitch, it don't matter because I told you what it is or I said what it is. Hell, me getting on here, making myself known in public and everything else is because I wanted to happen. I have the
But
outcome.
fuck these hoes, right? But when I first, like when I met you and like we hung that night
See, you
and
ain't believe.
we had that little situation and bitch, everything
Listen,
was smooth.
listen,
Trap,
y'all. Now,
please tell these people I handled myself really, really good. I did.
yes, listen, she is a beast. It did it just as calm and cool and collect. Like I told my friends that I was with, I said, I know she can fight. She have to know how to fight. And I say that because he had the conversation with old boy. He did his conversation. He squashed the conversation, and then he walked over to us and we asked the question, and he gave us the answer that he gave him. The same guy he just squashed it with. He gave us the same answer. So the guy walked back over there and he was like, "You ain't gotta let it be known." And all. He was like, "Well, I just told them the same thing that I just told you. That it's it's none of that." And it was cool from that point. But yeah, people was in their feelings about it. But I don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, I feel like he handled it like a grown ass man.
I mean, because trap when people fail to realize when you get to a certain age and just certain situations, like if you would have caught me there at 22, 20
Oh
ish,
yeah.
oh baby, yeah, oh baby, yes, girl, come on,
let me
that's what
get
you
you.
wanted,
Let me get
bro.
you.
But I mean, when you get and then, like I said, when you do commentary, everything you have to be able to take shit back. When you talk shit about people and people say you have to be able to let people talk shit. You have to vice versa. You can't always be in your feelings.
Listen, if you can't, what they say, you can't handle it. Don't do shit. Hey.
And speaking of dishes, you
Um,
see how you just
in that segue, threw it in there.
okay. I got questions for you. So my first question is for you. Why aren't thick men accepted in mainstream porn?
Okay, with me, I don't discriminate at all when it comes down to, and that's why I like the titles that people try to give porn stars. I don't discriminate with that. If we can work, if it's nine and above, you can ride this ride. Is how I look at it. But thick men aren't accepted, in my opinion, because it's just like the light skin factor versus the dark skin factor. It's what America or what the people want you to believe is sexy. So whatever you feel is sexy, that's what's sexy. I see a whole bunch of thick men out here that's throwing it, giving it, taking it, doing everything that the twinks are over here doing. So I don't have a problem with it, but that's the reason. It's because America or the people have this facade on what they think sexy is when a person is doing videos. My opinion.
And you're absolutely right because see, listen. I'll put my business all out there, girl. So So anyway, when I was like I told you, I always been sexual. So when I was a young boy, I wanted to be a porn star. Like I wanted to be a porn star, just to get it, like just to see, because I
Uh,
always used to watch it, and I still do watch it. So I used to just like maybe I could try, and then I reached out to some companies, and I got no response.
you wasn't in the caliber of what they was looking for at the time. I can honestly
Yeah,
say now it's something totally different. Gee, you ain't got no. What are you talking about? Thick? You ain't. I don't put you in the class of thick boys.
but it's not you. That's what I'm saying. It's
Okay,
not about
okay,
you.
well, but I wanted to be a stripper. See, I wanted to be a stripper, and
And
I
me
don't.
too.
I never could make it to Chippendales. Chippendales said I was. Chippendales told me I ain't have enough chips, so I was.
Maybe you gotta eat a little dip to get them on
You
chips.
know, you
Hello.
chocolate, but you ain't got the muscle, the big ass muscles, and all
Right,
this
bitch,
other
you
shit
ain't
that they be
bitch, you ain't
wanting.
beefy, you ain't beefed
Yeah.
up.
So
But
yeah,
you know, like
I definitely understand. And then when you get a name for yourself, when your following is where you need it to be, is when they also are looking at you. So though you might be a thick boy, if you do have a big following or a huge following, is when somebody want to come looking at you. When I did my first video with Mr. Cali, basically I feel like put me on because it was a Snapchat video that went viral. Everybody in Orlando, everybody in Florida went to sharing the damn video. and it did something. Next thing you know, should I say I give him a clout. Breed It Raw hit me up about the fuck house. And then after Breeder Raw hit me up about the fuck house is when my name really started blooming. But I had already had a following before doing the video with Mr. Cali. And it was just being me, just being out in the open, being a socialite, going different places, traveling and having fun. So they looked at that as far as, because I didn't see myself, honestly, I never said I was ugly, but I didn't see myself as what the porn company wanted to do.
Stop. Fight down, fight. Whoop you like your mama do. Let
I'm
me
for
explain
real.
something. No, listen, Trap, you have it. You have it. You have the regular. You can give the regular look. You can clean this up. You can pull these dreads back. You can get your dreads retwisted. You have it. And see,
Well,
that's
that's
the look that America wants. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you pay attention, like you give trade, like you give, like bitch, you give you bitch, you is a man, but you give that, so you can go in and out of it. You get what I'm saying? And America wants that, and I feel like by America, they should just everything is it need to be more diversity because
I
everything
agree.
sells because you have an eye for everything. Thick, fat, BBW is an eye for everything. Super BBW. Have you seen those big hoes? Have you
They
seen
make
those?
coins though. They make coins.
Them hoes
Yeah,
make bank.
yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah. But I recognize that I have always, like I said, I had always had tough skin. Never worried about what anybody else had to say. But we know that in the industry,
Mm-hmm.
chocolate men are considered ugly. It's what some people would always say. It's the and I love my Cash De Niro. I love my Giovanni. I love all these, but
I
those
love
were the
Geo
ones.
too.
Those
Mm-hmm.
were the ones that people was looking at when I first came out, to where it was like, oh shit, yeah, I want Cash, or I want this one, or I want that one. And it's the more light skinned ones. It's not the ones that's chocolate with the nice teeth. It's not us. They didn't want us. They just want they just wanted that light skin factor. And
And let
that's
me
what it
tell
is.
you, and it's not only with you. It's not only with y'all. That was back in the day with females too. Back in the day, they never really seen it for the chocolate girls. It was the more
Right.
pretty, the pretty light skinned girls that always got flavor. They never really
Yeah,
seen it for the dark girls.
I
So
agree.
that's not even only with just by the males. That's with females too. But now they're really trying to step it up and show more of the dark skinned, or or the more like because it's more colors to just being light skinned and like pretty and red.
I agree.
Because you could just be pretty and red, you could be pretty and red and dumb, and you could be pretty and red and broke.
Don't start. Look, where you gonna
But
start, though, miss?
no,
Where you
I'm
get
not.
where?
But I'm not talking about them. I'm just saying though, because they always go up for the light skinned girl, and I'm just
Yeah, they
saying
do.
pretty hoes.
They go in.
I
They
just
go in
see
for the pretty.
some of some of my fish friends, or some of these girls I know, bitch pretty, and bitch that's it. You sitting on all this mud, all this pussy, and girl, it has done nothing.
And and let's be clear, a lot of them be the ones with the lowest self esteem. The
Right.
ones that you always have to reassure that they're beautiful, or that that they're this and that they're that. And but us chocolate folks do have high self esteem. We keep that confident. And what I've also noticed is the thick boys. Thick boys have the highest self esteem. I love
It's,
that. I love that.
And let me tell you something. Because guess what? Because a bitch always got their nose tooted, and if you can't let no bitch toot their nose up at you, so every day you got to toot your bitch. You the finest bitch walking here. I don't give a fuck what any bitch say, and that's just
Okay.
me being real. And you got to
Okay.
have your own self confidence. Self
Hmm.
confidence comes within self. I
I
can't
agree.
go. I can't buy that from nowhere, trap.
You
I got to
can't.
already come with that.
That can't be put on in your butt. That can't be put in your face. It got to be there already. It already
Because
got to be there.
you have to have that. And being from Florida, like I tell people, growing up in Miami or being in Orlando or wherever you grew up in Florida, it's hard because you have to learn how to fight, especially if you feminine or especially if you different.
Hmm.
The boys know when you're not. The boys know when you're not a boy. I mean, they know you're a boy, but they know, girl.
They
Girl,
know
they
your they
know.
know your
They know you
traits. They
were.
know them traits.
they
Yeah,
know.
I had to do that. That's one thing that I did. I still had, even though I had to live the lifestyle of being married and all that. I've always was called feminine. Now let's not get it twisted. But I always knew that that's not the way that it's supposed to be. Hell, my mama has said it before. family, sister, brother, cousin, next door neighbor, uncle, daddy. Like I've been called it by everybody. But when I was coming up, that wasn't the norm. That's not what you're supposed to do. So I followed the norm. And when I felt comfortable with myself is when I let go and I asked my mom, I was like, so mom, what if I did? And she was like, well, you can't get into heaven. And I was like, well, mom, by telling me I can't get into heaven, you can't get into heaven. And she was like, well, live your life. I said,
Triggs, what's the Z? But I mean, in the black community, in the black society world, no matter what you could be everything, but you could be a crackhead, you could be a murderer, you could be a killer, you could be even a motherfucking molester, bitch.
Tell me.
Y'all heard that thunder? You could be a molester, bitch. They don't want you to be a fag, and I'm just sorry. And I was molested, and I'm gonna talk about this. I'm gonna have this on my little segment with me and keeping it real with Chi and Raw. I'm gonna talk about being molested because nobody really never talks about being molested. Nobody really want to get. But Uncle Ray done raped your mama and your girl, but y'all want to talk about that. But we ain't gonna do that right here. So yeah, so that's why I'm saying like I feel like when I was younger, why I'm so sexual, my innocence was taken, and it was sex. So sex just I became like a sex.
So I have not. That's one area that it seems like a lot of people in the world have experienced, and I can honestly say I have not experienced that. I have not experienced the fact of being touched and not wanting to be touched. But my mom always guarded us. A lot of the times we couldn't stay the night at nobody's house. People couldn't stay the night at our house. So unless we went to my dad's house or we went to another relative's house, but it never was like that. I have 9 aunties and 1 uncle. Yeah, that wasn't happening. Right. So I knew what was going on with me. So yeah.
Do you have any brothers and sisters? How many brothers and siblings do you have?
I have 2 brothers and 1 sister, and I have 1 stepbrother and 2 stepsisters. My stepbrother passed, was murdered in Orlando. They tried to
sorry to hear about that.
So yeah, my family is. I feel like I'm right in the middle too, like 3 on 3. So
that's good. Okay, my next question is, what made you want to become a porn star?
Okay, so like I said, the following that I already had, it was not the fact of doing porn, even though I think all my friends foreseen me doing porn in the future because I was so sexually active. I moved to California and Mr. Cali hit me up, like I said, and we was honestly on some let's just link situation. And when we was linking, like we both went live on Snapchat. And then, your fans come in or people that's following you would come in and they'd be like, hey, that would be a hot video. And he was like, yo, let's just give him a preview or something. And one thing led to another is that went out. And I was scared as hell because it's like, no, that's not the look that Trap's supposed to be giving. Like, no, you're not supposed to do that. I called everybody, called my mom, my sister, and everybody else, and I'm telling them what happened. And basically the way that my funding with the coming in behind all of that, it was like, well, shit, let's roll. Let's roll with it. You're getting paid to do what you do.
Right.
So companies hit me up and I was ready to go.
So are you signed to a company right now or you just do your own thing?
I do my own shit. Everything that I do is from me, understand Trap, all day. Nobody has any rings on my neck. Not in partnership with nobody.
Would you tell somebody, what would you tell a young porn star out there right now that's that want to be a porn star that, that want to get in the industry?
I would tell the younger ones, because it seems like, and no offense to everybody, I speak my mind. It seems like soon as people get out of high school, they want to jump right into porn. And I would tell them.
Hold on, not to cut you off. It's the hoes that think they got this sex appeal. I just got to say this, Trap. I'm sorry. I know they might. It's these pretty hoes. It's a lot of pretty hoes out there, Trap. When I'm telling you, it's a lot of pretty hoes out there. Do you subscribe to them hoes, motherfucking OnlyFans, girl?
And all they want to do is show these right here. They just want to show these
the toes. And girl, they got the phone like, and you get. I don't want to see that. Baby, how so I could come over there and film it for you. Just got to give me a little change.
No, I will honestly say do your homework, do your research. Like everybody think that it's so easy to just jump out there and just do some shit, and because they think it's fast money, quick money, and because they got a nice piece or a nice butt, that everybody want to smash because you young and you basically ain't been had. You the virgin basically. So everybody do want to hit. So what I would tell you is do your research, do your homework, go to school, get an education. Because when this porn shit fall, then what? And then what? Like that's what I'm asking myself now, even in the status that I have. What's next? Even though you only been doing what's next? What you doing next? That's why I started doing my clothing line or doing all the stuff that I'm doing. That's backing me. So yeah, I would say don't do it. Get another name for yourself. It don't always have to be porn. But if you're gonna fuck, get you some money. Get you some
Maddie
money.
always told me 520s is $100.
You gotta hear me.
Yeah.
You better
So
hear me.
if you got to start 5 days for $20, you got $100.
And put a time limit on that. Don't be trying to slip no five things for no doggone. Don't do each one for no doggone hour, baby. Put some time on it. Make it 10 minutes for them $5, them
Okay.
$20. You better do it. If you're gonna do it for some change.
My next question to you is what are some of the things that you would say to the younger tribe?
Um, get out your head. I would tell him to get out of his head because when you're younger, you tend to think you know every fucking thing, no matter what it is. It seems like you on the road that you need to be on. So I would probably still be in the military right now. I would probably have 17 years in the military right now, and I could retire in 3 more years and be set for life. Um, so I would probably tell myself to get out of my head and do what you need to do and focus. Stop trying to be so determined to know everything or think you got everything wrapped up and you don't.
Okay, this ain't even the question, but I'm gonna ask you this personally.
Go
So,
for
how
it.
does it feel having a son? Like your son know your tea?
My son. What's crazy is my son knows everything about me. He knows my sex life. He don't know when I'm having sex again, but he knows that I'm gay. My son knows that he knew that ever since he was like 5 years old, like yeah. So
Bitch,
my
I
son
love that. Bitch, you
always
want to
knew
make me
that.
cry. That's
He
cute.
always knew that. One of my good friends had asked him the question. They said, "So how do you feel about your dad being gay?" He was like, "If he's gay, he's gay. He's my dad." I was like, "Okay, that'll work," So my son knew everything about me and I love it. He knows that when I did the first shoot, he knew that I did it. He knows that his daddy is still an adult entertainer and go for whatever. He called me right now. He can get any damn thing he wants because he's still AB on the roll.
Because let me tell you something. And see, that's why I said that even though they talk all this shit about us trap, they talk all this shit about the gays, bitch, we the shit. We man up when we have to man
What
up.
what it is, educated. We educated. We got the coin. We know how to make money. We can get money by any means necessary. Like, we got it. They can talk. I think that's the same, and I know we tend to do this. It's the same thing with black folks. Black folks on top of all the other races. They don't want to see black folks rise because they know once we get on top, we're not going back down to the bottom. We're not going back
Right.
down there. So, and it's the same thing with gay folks. Once they see gay folks come on top, we're not going back down. If we gonna be on top, we gonna stay on top. Hell, but we already there. You do all the hair. Gay folks do all the hair, all the nails, all the makeup, all the styling. You know what I mean? So what? It's just too much. It's too much going on, and folks don't want to see too much of a higher power.
And I
One
and
person
I
can't have too much power.
and I really commend you on to taking care of your son, making sure your son is straight. That's really good. Because like I said, because most of us didn't grow up with our dad. I didn't grow up with a dad. So,
Well,
you
well,
know,
I didn't either. I didn't have my dad for majority of my life. Like 10 years old is when my dad actually got his shit together because he had been to jail 22 times. My dad was big on drugs and all that other stuff before he actually got married and started taking care of his well being. And when he did, I was going over there every weekend, so I knew exactly who my dad was. He was an influence on my life. And he didn't feel some kind of way about me being gay, but my stepsister basically outed she basically outed me to him to say, Travis. I was like, oh Jesus Christ. He now he's out. And then my dad was like, well, I love you anyways, right? I don't care. I was like, okay, whatever, Dad. Thank you,
But
Dad.
that's good. We need that,
No,
try, and I try to
I don't
just
want to be hearing that shit. That ain't the shit I want to hear. I know you love me, damn it. Just keep it on to yourself. I don't be coming home talking about my sex life. Just daddy don't watch none of my videos. All right, that's how I
right.
feel.
Don't scroll across none of that, honey.
Don't go show none of your friends none of my videos.
And
But yeah,
speaking of this, my little sister gonna kill me. I ain't gonna put her business out there. So I called my little sister today, y'all, right, girl, and she's so tired, girl. So she was with her little friend, and I said something to her, and she was like, I said, girl, I know. Right, bitch. I know, bitch. I just called you to see what you was doing. And the way you looked at me and the way you was looking,
she knew what she
you
was
had
really
that look
doing.
on your face like you finna go you ain't got no I know.
Mm-hmm. She finna go get your ass together.
So, um that's good. Okay, my next question is we're gonna keep talking about kids. See, because I want kids and I want to explain my kids like, like you can
But
do anything.
you can honestly, like I tell people, when it comes to kids, you can tell them anything you want to. It's how you allow them to interpret what you're telling them. Now, given, I don't want to talk about the fact of having sex at the age of 5, but I had that discussion with my son at the age of 8. Why did I have that discussion? Because I caught him doing what I was doing at the age of 6. I was hunching in the closet. At the age of 8, he was hunching a female in the closet, a little girl in the closet. So I had to have that conversation with him because I would let him know that you can't do that. Like, this ain't the time to do that yet. You got to wait until you get a little older, and then you will understand it. And then when it was time to talk about wrapping it up, we had that conversation. So, like, it's always a time, like, life always presents itself to when it's time for you to say what you need to say to the child. Like, you ain't gonna go out off top and be like, yeah, your daddy fucking, you know what I mean? Like, no, that ain't the time. Wait until the door is semi open to where, you can navigate through it. And I promise you, no parent can honestly come to you and say that they have it all down pat, because we are still learning, even though, we don't experience what we have experienced. We still learning.
I feel like bitch, if your mama 80, bitch, and
She
you
still
60, she's still learning.
she's still
Shit.
learning.
She still learning how to
She's
deal
still
with your
learning.
motherfucking age. Just like you learning how to deal with her age.
Mm-hmm.
I just,
Still learning.
that's just me. Like, I just love to see black gay strong fathers and black openly gay strong fathers, you know what I'm saying, taking care of their children, making sure their children are straight. Like, I just love to see that because, like I said, the deadbeats don't do nothing for us. They don't give the deadbeats no type of love, but
No.
they still condemn us to say we doing all these wrong things. But bitch, if we got a seed out there, we know we gonna take care of our seed. And the only
By any means.
reason by any means necessary, if we got the sub fuck, bitch, beat, ski, bust a check, whatever, we gonna make sure our jit straight.
Mm-hmm.
And
It,
that's what we do as blacks, man. That's what we do as men. Like, so I just don't get the whole thing of you gay men shouldn't have kids. Why we can't? These fuck niggas have them.
so no, look, that's what you say. The deadbeats have them all the time. Fuck you mean? Why we can't have kids? Why gays can't have kids? Shit me. The
Y'all get pregnant
deadbeats
by
do
these
it.
fuck niggas and then wish like, oh, y'all should have gave you right. I told you to have a jit. You ain't want to have the jit. You know you was gonna be straight. You ain't want to walk around hood, letting the hood know that you
But
had a
look,
baby be
but be like,
you.
let me get a couple dollars. Nah, baby, you should have asked him. Go ask him. Go ask him.
So
But yeah.
I like people to be real. So my next question, oh, now we finna get messy. So my next question is, have you ever painted doing a film, or has somebody ever painted you doing a film? Don't say no names. We just go.
I'm not saying any name. So actually, I have I have done it once, on film, um, and it was the most embarrassing moment in the lifestyle in the lifestyle, because it was like, yo, like, I was there, I was ready, I had that I had them hit my 1 2, my pops, and
Oh yeah, bitch, we gonna get into that. We gonna talk about that too. Come on.
I hit the pops, and next thing you know, he was 2 strokes in, and I was done. Like all I seen was the light go off from the camera.
Oh, did I do
Like,
that?
look, and I'm running to the bathroom with one hand to my butt and one hand in the finger, like I'm in church. And I went to go clean, went straight to the cameraman and said, "I need you to delete that right now. Like, delete that shit right now." And
Right.
yeah, he was like, "You can't see nothing." I, in my head, it's all there, so I need you to delete that. So yes,
Delete.
it's an embarrassing moment, but we all still have to realize that you know what you are getting into. You know what you're getting into when you're going back there. That is running a risk. We know that's
This is
running a risk.
this is my motto. Shit happens when you fucking in there.
No, not every time. Not
Not
every
every
time.
time. Not every
Yeah.
time. But
What
you
was
know, a
that
little.
was last year? Yeah. It happened last year, I think, for me. Last year around my birthday time. At a sex party. So I was embarrassed. Yes, I was embarrassed.
Oh, speaking of sex part, I got another question for you. So, did anybody ever paint you while you was
Yeah.
talking?
Yes, that happens often. That happens so often. And I don't know how people don't come prepared because that was at the house that I was at. So when it happened to me, I was so embarrassed. But it happened one time. Okay, I get it. I understand. You know what I'm saying? But then if 13 other people's hitting it and everybody's saying the same thing, it's like, hey, yo, you got to go home. It's time for you to go, like, out the door. You can't get everybody. You can't get everybody at at the party.
But baby, what she ate? What she, but mama, what you ate to make
Everything.
your eyes look like
Every-
that? You ain't look,
Everything. No,
you
no.
ain't
This
look
my this
chilly.
my thing. Did you even try? Did you try to get it out of there? Because if you ain't try to get it out of there, come on now. It, you know what I mean? You creaming? Is you creaming before you shit, or you shitting before you cream? Which one is
No, she creamy shitty. That's what that is. That's creamy ass shit.
it?
That's some creamy ass.
some, that's some cream ass shit.
No, I'm
No,
not fucking with you. I'm not. I'm
nah.
not
Look,
gonna do this with
look. And what's
you.
crazy? And what's crazy? It's a whole little area for that. So it's some people that are record and they love all of that. You know how
Speaking
we
of
were just
that,
speaking on that.
I'm,
We was just speaking on that, like what people like, their preferences. That's one of the preferences that
I
people
seen
like.
that, and I was like, girl, how is the ever in the?
I don't listen.
Because when I'm typing, I don't like that. Like and that shit get to go get too good. Shit, you like, well, girl,
Oh, you looking for it.
no,
No,
I'm not
but they
looking
got
for it.
people. They got to
Oh,
learn how
I'm
to do
just
the
saying when
smell
it
check.
happened, you like,
Folks got to learn
you,
how to do the smell check though. The smell check. You know how when you toot it chest to the bed, toot it up. You're down there. You take your finger, and if you get too wet too fast, you're rubbing your finger down there, and you know how you do one of these. Okay, I'm good. Yeah, you do one of those. It's the same thing. You smell that
that was a
thing, and
trap.
you're back on out. Okay, or when you feel it, because you gotta feel it. I don't care what nobody say. When it's in, if I don't feel right, baby, you gotta come up out of there. You got to. I ain't finna open it up so you can get all the way deep and hit one of them patches.
And girl, you go.
You can't hit no more patches, nigga. You got to get up out of there.
Then
And when
pull
they get up
out,
out of there,
y'all. God.
when they get up out of there, they got to squeeze. You got to squeeze your hole and let them get up out of there. Don't let them folks just come out of there
Listen,
open.
maintenance to aisle 7, please. We need maintenance to aisle 7. Get
Come
up on
on,
aisle
man.
7, bitch.
Listen. Y'all can't do these folks like, cause y'all be fucking it up for me. You clean. That's a question that they had asked here in Atlanta. You good? Am I good? What are we speaking on? Now, do you need to go clean? Oh no, if I hit you up on social media, on somewhere to go link, I'm good. If we hitting up and we finna link, we good on that page.
You see what they
But
say?
some
They
folks,
say they want you to top mode.
okay, so let me get that out
Come
there.
on, Trey.
So
I'm
so
ready.
I
This
don't
what I was.
I don't top as much on film because it takes me like this. Like I'll put that thing in there, and the fight of it makes me go. So if I get in there too fast or if I'm stroking, it's one of those things that I'm already gone. So it's no point in me I don't put out 3 minutes, 5 minutes worth of footage. So it's no
Mm.
point in me putting out no videos of me doing all of that unless
No,
I do
no,
a
no, you
compilation
ain't for
video.
that. No, you
Unless
ain't
I
for
do,
that. This good ass, this good strong body, these good dreads, bro, in my shape, bro. Be like, bro,
look,
good.
no, right, and then I'm done. So I know the process takes 2 hours. So if the process takes me 2 hours, I know that I'm one of the ones that if you get up in me and you done in 2 or 3 minutes, I'm mad. I'm pissed off. Cause bitch, it just took me 2 hours to go get myself together. And you
Baby, it took
already
me
gone.
2 hours to clean this good shape, and you
Yeah.
gonna give me a good 2 minutes.
2 minutes. No, that ain't can't work. See, that's
Baby,
how
hurry
I
up and
feel.
get out, so I can call somebody else
so,
to
I
get
can, so
in.
I can call the next one. So yeah, that's exactly how I feel. That's why I don't do it, and that's why I don't well, I do it but off the film.
So, what would you say to people that do poppers? Because I never did poppers, but listen, I got this story real quick.
Hmm.
This boy, Queen boy, when I tell you, he ate this pussy so good with this popper, baby, the way he ate this pussy, he made this pussy talk. My pussy was talking before them hoes came out with it. Baby, like it was talking. Baby, I was like, oh, daddy, keep bumping. Baby, listen, keep.
You
Ooh,
stupid.
baby, that pussy,
You
I'm like,
stupid. Yeah. Oh, tooting. You tooting.
oh, girl, hold on, girl.
Stupid.
Just had, oh,
Boy,
had to
you
get a
is
Gatorade,
dumb.
mama.
You dumb as hell. But yeah, so poppers is a relaxing tool that people have that I personally use. I use it for relaxing. Um because I don't like I said, I don't like nothing under nine. And I mean I would do it, but it ain't nothing that's a preference for me. And anything over nine, it's like, okay, you gotta have your mind right. So when taking poppers, I don't do it to jack off. That don't do nothing for me. I don't do it. Tops, it's still weird for me when tops even do it because I'm like, okay, so what you need to relax for? Because I feel like that's gonna make your thing go down, and I don't want that to happen.
Mm-mm.
I don't need that to happen. So
Okay, bitch.
me, so yeah. So for me, it's more so is for me to relax, and I'm not straining or anything. But I have muscle control, so I'm good. Yeah, I got muscle control. All that.
I never did a popper, but somebody told
It's
me.
it's okay. So you do when they doing it. Do you feel like you be too tight and too tense every time they go in?
See, okay, so we finna see we now we finna get into some things. Now I'm finna put my business out there like that a little bit.
I mean,
But
it's
I
just
really no, we
okay,
can. So I like to
okay,
keep, bitch.
okay,
This is what we
okay.
here for.
All right,
I
fine.
never when it comes to me bottoming, it's not like I want it. This is me. I'm gonna be real
Mm-hmm.
with y'all. When I see it on the porn, I'll be like, oh yes, on the
Mm-hmm.
porn.
Okay.
Oh yes. Oh. After my ooh sensation is gone, it's like, okay, I do want to do it. But first of all, I don't want no daddy with no big ass.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Listen,
Yes, you do.
I
Yes.
just I
Start
feel like
cap.
I already in my listen this to me now. Listen,
Little boys give you gas, baby. You get gas. If anything half of that, you getting gas. You gonna be in there pooting and tooting. Now
what
get
about a
him.
little take this tip out, but just give me this. Oh, I need
Still
all of
poop.
this.
You need all of it. All of that need to go in there. It need to hit that third wall that opens
See,
up.
I'm scared. I ain't never see this. Ain't never happened to me because see, when I was a young titty popper, my first boyfriend, it was cute, but it
Hmm.
wasn't like, bitch, I'm getting dogged out in there. Like, oh no, you not. First of all, bitch.
Slow down. Slow down and take half of that out.
Wait.
Why you looking back at that bed? He was supposed to manhandle you and put you face down in that pillow. That's what he was supposed to do.
Oh, I'm finna sound so like, Lord forgive me, but this is what I really want to have. I want that to happen.
They supposed to. That's why you want masculine. That's why you like masculine folks. That's why you like masculine men
I
because
want
you
that to
want them to take
happen. I
control.
want bitch.
So,
Shut the fuck up.
so what
But
I've
I have to make
realized
sure my
too.
cooch good though. But I don't
Yeah.
need my cooch falling out because I don't like that rosebud shit. I seen that rosebud shit. That is disgusting.
Listen to me, baby. I have gotten the biggest of biggest, and Trap still can't get no rosebud coming. And my hole is intact. I do not have any warts, blemishes, or spots on my hole. I'm good. I'm A1. And maybe that's why a lot of folks be mad because they be like, Trap can take a lot or he get a lot. And yep, my hole's still intact. Still snap back like a 13-year-old.
Man, this pussy so English, Spanish.
just, just so we know. But yeah,
But
poppers helps you relax, and it gets them to a point to where they need to get to make you feel, to make you cream.
I never nutted. I mean, I never came from getting penetrated.
Oh, how? All of that shit is just common for me. That'd be like, okay,
Cause I told you I ain't that type of guy. I have to
okay. So
find.
I need to come up. I'm gonna do a class. So that's what. Thank you. That's what we gonna start doing. It's gonna be Cheese production. We can do a class. Trap to start hosting classes on this motherfucker. I'm gonna
But
start
I want
teaching
to,
folks.
but because I mean, I do want to experience like a really good sexual encounter with
Mhm. A big one.
no
A
bitch.
massive. A massive
This
one.
this no me.
I want massive. I don't want no big. Fuck big. Big. So look, let's give you the round. Let me give you the round. From 5 to 7, it's boyfriend, husband. That's boyfriend, husband. From from 7 to 9, well, 7 to 10, that's like cheat on your man dick. You got boyfriend dick, you got husband dick, you got cheat on your man dick, and then you got dick that you only take once or twice. That's not something above anything above 10. That ain't something that you do on a regular. That might be a once in the blue moon, once a month type situation. See, for me, I'm in that area. That's what area I want to go to every time. Every time I want to get some. But as far
Mm-mm.
as the husband and boyfriend, that's just what it is. You lay up coronavirus. Corona was going around. That's what you're supposed to have every day. You want to get some, you get the boyfriend and husband. That 5 to 7 or 8, or however you want to look at it. That 8, 9, 10, that's what you go cheat on your dude with real quick and come on back home to your regular. You get what I'm saying? But outside of that norm, that fat rabbit killer, that Raheem Shabazz, that I top tops, yeah, them ones, you can't get them every day. That's not an
Cause
everyday
this
thing.
motherfucking Raheem Shabazz dick so motherfucking. I be like, girl, how can y'all put this in y'all pussy?
Mr. Bowden, who else? Hell, it's a lot. I didn't know it was so many here. That soft top shit, soft top is real.
So, what is a soft top? Can you break a soft top down to me?
A soft top is somebody that not feminine, but it's definitely a butch queen, a top butch queen.
They don't give up.
No, they don't get fucked. And they have a lot of feminine characteristics, but they don't get fucked. So I would consider, so somebody asked me if a trans woman that's a top would be considered a soft top. In my head, I don't know. I don't know personally.
No, she would just be considered a trans woman that likes to top.
But yeah, soft top is real. Definitely here in Atlanta.
Okay, excuse me. I have stop. I have another.
Go for it. Come on, give it to me. Come on, don't you better not hold back nothing. I want to
Bitch,
answer
I want to
everything.
have sex with a trans man.
What you waiting on?
I was writing one on Jack, but he played with me. He
Stop. Hold on. Stop. Because we gonna use these pronouns properly. We're gonna use
he
that. Okay. He played.
I'm
Okay.
sorry. I'm taking that out. Yeah, because they do get it. He
They
played
get
with me.
offended.
He played with me. But out that night, I was like, you know what? Hmm.
It be real though. But you want her headphones on? Okay. Thank you. I gotta ask. I have to ask.
Right.
I have to ask. But yeah, even with eating coochie was always fun. Eating ass, I love doing that. Like it's interesting, and for them to have like on top, I can talk about this on YouTube. Okay, for them to have like the clitoris on top, how it looks like a penis because they started taking their hormones, the testosterone or whatever. It's interesting. So to go down on it, it'd be like, okay, look at me sucking on something.
Hey, shut up. But it was this one trans man. Her name is Sunny D Trans Man on Twitter.
Sunny B.
Sunny D Trans
Sunny
Man.
D. Sunny D. Okay, keep on talking. I'm listening.
Baby, that's one box that I will, baby. Hey, I will eat that
For
box.
real.
It's a
I'm gonna
light
look.
skinned pretty box.
Okay, is it sun like sunny or is it sun like sun?
Oh, Sun, like Sunny.
Okay.
Sunny D Trans Man. Bitch, when I tell you I eat that box. But I don't know if they'll like me because I'm film.
No, that don't matter. They do want they want their box played in.
Right. Mm-mm. Then what happened?
Cause I'm on live with Chi Chi
Girl,
and you done called in. Did I come back?
right.
Did I come back?
No.
How do you make me come back?
Go out
Nephew,
your
I'm gonna call
mind.
you right back. All right. Hold on. How you make me come back?
Right. Go. You might have to go out.
Leave and come back in.
Yeah, leave and come back in. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this with Trail. Yeah, so I like gotta put my business out like that, girl. But I'm fine though. I want to experience. I want to try me a vodka. I want to do this with my men. I want to do this with my husband. I ain't finna let one of these F niggas out here jump in my bounce house. No ma'am. You niggas don't deserve to get in this good, hot, creamy, moist, usty. There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
But I do want to experience your old nasty beat down session with one of a good one of these strong men. But I said he got to be my husband. You niggas can't get.
No, see, and that's another thing that we keep on failing to realize.
Here you go.
You ain't finna be with nobody. Let's just be clear. If he ain't hitting you like the way you need to be hit, like if he in one of these little things that you said, like he not pushing you down and making you feel not less than, but submissive. You're not submitting to him. You're not finna want to be with him for the rest of your life, or you don't want to be married to him. Like that's why they be like, oh, save yourself for marriage. Fuck that rule. That rule need to be gone. Toss that shit out the window. Because if it ain't good sex for me, we not finna be together. I'm gonna be honest with you. We not finna be together.
Oh, I got another question for you. So why they don't allow thick men to come to sex parties?
They do. They do. It depends on the sex party. Now, some of them do have their rules and their stipulations, and they put their personal feelings on how other men or on the type that they like and make those their rules, which they're entitled to. But every place that I've basically been, big boys have their own parties. They don't give a fuck. They have big boys sex parties.
And my question is too, why they don't really like to film people? What's wrong with being filmed? Why can't nobody be filmed?
You know that
Because everything is mass for mass. And I feel like if you got two tops in a relationship,
mm-hmm.
who getting fucked if both of y'all top?
One of them.
I know both of y'all
and they
just
might
ain't,
be taking turns. One of them is.
I know both of y'all just ain't sucking no. I know both of y'all just ain't sucking no penises and eating butt because that gets boring.
Now one of them is, but okay. So I think Maddie had said this one time. I don't know if it was Maddie or somebody else, but they was like, so when people say they don't want film, and it'd be like, but you film, but you don't want film, and it'd be so confusing. And it's just like you just said, two tops together. Yeah, that's the same way that people be feeling. It's like, okay, so what I'm gonna do with sis over here? You know, everybody, you get over there, you be like, oh no, that's sis. I'm not gonna let her climb my back, or she might be saying the same thing. I'm just saying. So that's
and that's why I can't. I'm so mad that I don't have my fuck me sis shirt on. That's why I came with the fuck me sis shirt because one day I was hitting this Butch Queen girl. I was in Miami. Girl, she knew when I tell you I didn't try to bush her from her, girl. So girl, I was jugging her from the bed. But she leaned back and say, fuck me, sis. And girl, that's how we got my shirt.
No.
Oh yes.
Oh my goodness. So I have not. Have I did a film?
And Trev, it was so funny because I was like, girl,
Fuck me,
girl, okay.
Fuck me.
Girl kept jugging.
I'm trying to
Girl.
I'm trying to think if I could keep my composure, even if I'm on film. If I can keep my composure if somebody said that to me. I probably wouldn't be able to keep my composure.
So have you ever let somebody film climb your back on film?
No. And that's what I was just sitting back trying to think. Honestly, I haven't. Or I haven't seen them as such. But then when you go back through people's feed after you shoot with them, oh baby. I can't stand you. Oh, I can't stand you. I
Did you
can't
know I
stand
know?
you.
And them
You
some
go
girls
back.
that always give me fever.
Mhm. So
But
yes,
I do want to do a key session with Gio, honey. I love Gio.
yeah,
I
Gio's
think
gonna
he's
be
like,
fun too.
I love Gio. And I love motherfucking, what's his name?
Mm.
Chino Black.
Yeah, that's my
I
baby.
love Chino Black is so sexy.
That's my
Like
baby. Hmm.
I love to see
They
black people do their
honest,
thing.
honestly, they so cool. Both of them is so cool. I enjoy. I don't have anything bad to say about honestly nobody in the industry. I haven't experienced too much bad shit. I always go somewhere with my, with positivity and whatever beef somebody have with somebody else, that's y'all beef. I don't try to chime in. I don't try to get into it, and I try to take myself out of it. So,
That's why I love you. You remind
hmm
me so much of Cass because Cass is very, very humble. And I love
hmm
Cass so much. And I always fuck with Cass. They know I always give Cass a shout out. I just love Cass. Like, because sometimes you could wipe all of this away and the bitch still could be happy.
hmm
Bitch just go back going doing the norm.
hmm
Going back and doing the
exactly.
motherfucking norm.
What else? Come on,
Oh,
give me some more.
one more. How does the attention of being a porn star affect your dating life? Do you want to date?
Um, so recently, coronavirus, I was booed up the entire time with this particular guy, um, and they wanted me to stop. And I know that some people be like, "Oh, I ain't finna stop for nobody." Like I was honestly willing to stop doing what I needed to do. So when it comes down to it, I would stop for a relationship, but if my funds stop when I get into the relationship and I ain't got no money coming in, yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work so well. So that's the factor that plays a role on people when it comes down to their lifestyle. It's like, am I going to stop losing money, or do I got to go back to this 9 to 5? And I don't like to put out money, but what I was making at a 9 to 5 every 2 weeks, I end up making that in like one walk, like 2 hours, and that's when I was like, yeah, no, that ain't for me. So for me to go back to a 9 to 5 and working all these damn hours for no money, yeah, that ain't too tough. So that's where the headache comes in when it comes down to your dating life. Um, Adult entertainers have this particular realm of money that we used to, we're accustomed to. And when
Mm-hmm.
a person coming in saying that you need to stop doing something, that's like a stripper. You meet me at a strip club and then you tell me I gotta stop stripping. Hey baby, come on. You met me
You're not
online.
making no stains.
You met me
Me
online.
not
You knew what I was doing. I
me
see
not
plenty of your
understanding.
videos. I see plenty of your videos, but you got to stop doing that. I don't want everybody else to see what I got. They already did, baby. That's how you
That's
knew.
why you got here.
That's so yes, that's the problem. They want you to stop doing something, and until a person is honestly ready to stop doing it, you won't have a chance. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're trying to date somebody in the industry, you honestly won't have a chance, and you probably be around for a good 6 months at the most. You probably be around 6 months if y'all two ain't doing it together on video. But I don't think that a person have a chance, because if you say a person got to stop, it won't work. Now, if you're open to the fact of them continuing to do it, and you chime in every now and then it may work. But even with the fact of being in a relationship, porn stars don't even want their lover out fucking, because they look at this as work. This is work for me. You get what I'm saying? So if you think you can still go out and have sex with Tom, Dick, and Harry, I don't want that, because I still want you as my whole. But then it's like, oh, you doing it, and it's like, no, I'm not.
And that's why I love Tanel and Jaron. I mean, Tyrone and Jonelle,
Tyrone and
because
Jonelle.
as a couple, they do it together, and bitches money staying in the household, and you have to have a strong mind and the strong. You have to be strong to do that because most of these hoes fall weak.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? But they do it with each other. They don't do it with nobody else, so that's good. You build your own empire with your man, and that's good. And people lust after you and your man. Which I can put on me and my man can put on the show, and y'all can sit there and pay me and my
See,
man for the show.
but even with me, I fell short to the fact of when you meet people that's in the industry and they are a couple, and you want to sleep with, you want a video. I ain't gonna say sleep with. You want to do a video with somebody that's in the relationship, like one in particular, and not the other. You tend to lose friendships that way too. So you still got to be mindful in that sense when it comes down to it, because yes, they might be just out for the money. It might be the money situation, because you're gonna get cashed out. But at the end of the day, a person looking in might be like, "Yo, you just trying to sleep with my man," and it's like, no, baby, that's not the case. Believe me, that's not the case. But whatever.
Me personally, I'll just build an empire with my men. I want to do it. Me
I
per
know,
se,
but
I say if I was to do OnlyFans, I would do like a Marvel OnlyFans. It would
mm,
be like a parody.
mm. So how long would you allow people to see that footage? Because let's be clear. If you only doing it in your house, okay, that's ten spots in your house that y'all done shot a video. At what point do it get boring?
But see, me, I'm a sponsor. I'm a fuck trap up. Oh, there he go. Now I can't hear you.
They finna do it again.
Oh, there you go. I can hear you. Say,
You can
bitch.
see
I'm
me?
just out. Yeah, I can see you too.
Okay.
My thing was I'm spontaneous, so it won't get boring to me because bitch, I'll
Okay.
do. Bitch, we'll be bitch at Taco Bell, bitch.
But that's how I
It would
feel
be
though.
fun. It would to me. I
So
would make it more fun and
so
more
you're into
exciting.
public play is what you're telling me, Chi Chi? The folks so you're telling the folks you into public play, Chi Chi? See? You put
Bro, if y'all see me in public and y'all want some head, just cash at me.
Right, right. And then you're supposed to put your cash app name.
It's right there. They see it. It's right
At the
there.
bottom. It's right at the bottom over there.
But yeah. So me, and see, that's why I was like, if I get a mate, me and my mate, we will have fun.
Mm.
Like I'm spontaneous, and I don't want to get in a relationship where I have to be a complete bottom. Because bitch, we have to verse
Now,
it out.
now that's something that's hard too. Because think about it. So basically, what you just told me within this whole segment is you want a masculine dude, right? And you want to be dominated. So you saying you want a masculine dude
Oh,
that you want to be
she's gonna
dominated.
break it down, girl.
No,
Go
I'm just
ahead.
saying you want a masculine dude that you want to be dominated, but then you ain't finna too much find a masculine top that you know what I mean, or a masculine verse that's gonna dominate you and still allow you to jump on them every now and then.
Girl, how you know?
I'm just saying that's where I'm at. I'm in the same spot that you in. Shit, that's what I want. I want the same thing. I can't find it, and I thought I had one, but then they said no, no, you're not getting back there.
And see, my thing is, I just can't be because it's gonna be some days that I'm like, girl, girl, never here, girl, again. Girl, I'm about to go tell you, you wanna go
Mm-mm.
get you a little, I'll go pay for your high,
You
girl,
talk
real
about
quick.
you talk about again. That means you can't eat. You got to go back in the bathroom and get yourself together
And I just
again.
don't want to be a complete bottom. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want to be a complete bottom. I want to be versed because I want both of us to enjoy. I want both of us to know that we can still be dominant, we can still be femme, and we come to understanding. See, people get into a relationship and don't have no understanding. You get in the door, y'all go from, girl, he beat your back end, girl. Okay, nah, he gonna be this hot for this week.
Mhm.
Then when you catch him saying out on the video, oh my girl, you should already knew that, girl. That's what the girls do. So I feel like people should just go in the door believing, hey, baby, listen. Most people, I feel like the reason why I don't have a mate because most people can't take that. Bitch, at the end of the day, I'm me. Bitch, I'm not
Mhm.
mass or femme. I'm just me.
Mhm.
Bitch, I know. I just can't help nobody be but me, and we get to a point where, girl, oh, like me, like myself, bitch. I want him to be so masculine. Oh, then he can't be so femme. At the end of the day, I want my nigga to be understand. Like, bitch, we both niggas at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
when you put your flip flops on, don't it make that flip flop noise? You stick your toes through it, right? The thong flip flop, flop flop, flop flop. I wanted both of us to be flopping. I just don't want to be a complete bottom. Like I just don't want to submit myself to be a complete bottom. No, that's no. So
So those are
you just
ground
gonna
rules.
beat my hoe.
I guess you got to establish from the beginning. That's what you gotta say at the door. And if they can't understand it, okay, well we know what this is right now. I know what this is giving. So after this, we probably won't hit each other up no more.
No, I just don't want to be a complete bottom. Could you find yourself to be a complete bottom in a relationship?
I've tried it and it won't work.
Right. Because
It
baby,
won't
this
work. He
baby
works. He
mom,
works. He works.
it works. It gonna need a little mouth. It
It
gonna need a
works.
little hand. And it gonna
It
need a
works.
little.
It works. Just like the back end works, the front works.
Guys, I need to beat that shade. You want to beat my shade? I need to beat your shade.
Plain and
I
simple.
don't mind foreplay. I love foreplay, like kissing.
And
I don't
I'm
kiss
not
everybody, but
I'm not just putting the head in. I want everything to go in just like everything went in.
if I can put my balls in there, I'll put my balls in there too.
I'm gonna throw my water at my
Baby, one
phone.
time I was hitting this boy girl. She was freaky. She was ugly, and I had put this on my Insta. But I had recorded. But she was so ugly, girl. I had made her own chat, girl. She was really hideous. But when I tell you that my pussy was snapping,
Snap back.
girl. When I tell you her pussy was so good, girl. Her pussy was so good, girl. We after we buzzed, girl, I went to sleep, girl. Girl, so she ended up taking me home. So, girl, after in the midst of it, girl, she was like, "Can you go deeper?" I'm like, "Mom was like, girl, I got everything in me.
That's all I got.
Which one? Put my? You want to put the bat in there, girl?"
That's all I got. That's
And
it.
see
Ain't no more.
hoes like that, I be like, "Oh, I be scared of them hoes." Them hoes with the put the.
That your whole fist can go in.
I'm scared of them type of hoes. I don't like no.
Why?
Because at what point now if you hitting it, you just hitting it just to be scroking. Flop,
Yeah.
flop, flop,
Get
flop,
you
flop, flop.
them type you go get your toys and you start playing with your toys with.
You know some things.
You ain't gotta do too much work. Kiss on them and still put that toy in there. But baby, all I need is meat. I just need meat. Just like the Road Runner Bunny. Meat. That's it. Meat.
Baby, listen. So if I find you attractive, you cute, you got a nice physique, bitch, you say, baby, put right here, blow right there, baby. Hey, we got a party.
We died. We in it. In it to win it.
But what I'm saying is, I'm tired of the meaningless sex now. You get what I'm saying? I'm over there now. Like that becomes boring now.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
So it's time to say we got to get you a dude. We got to get you somebody full time.
But I don't want to be anybody though, and I just don't want to. I don't want to rush into anything. Because see, people, the reason why they get in situations is just be a situationship, and then it be all fucked up.
But I miss my little boo thing though. I do miss my little boo thing.
Would you go back if you had? Would you go back if you had the chance?
Yes, I would, but a few things got to change. You know, you got it. You gonna have to give me some,
and it might compromise.
It might not be as much as you getting from me, but I want some. And if funds ain't coming to the table, this job ain't stopping.
Bitch, you gonna get you 2 9-to-5s, bitch.
This job ain't stopping no time soon.
And
Not
I just
right
feel
now.
like we have to come to a compromise situation.
Mm.
But I really enjoyed
my
this.
OnlyFans and Just for Fans do me good.
Oh, you like it? So OnlyFans is real cute for you.
For me, OnlyFans and Just for Fans. Let's not forget that one. We say one with the other over here. They might just say OnlyFans. I say OnlyFans and Just for Fans.
Oh, so
both of them
up
for me. Mm-hmm.
Trevor, I really enjoyed this with you.
Me too.
I love this.
I'm gonna come over there and sit over there with you one day. You host it, you film it with somebody else and get it in.
Yes, but you know the girls, like I said, sometimes they be acting. But since they seen that I did it with you and they probably really enjoyed it, the playback will be good.
No, okay, so a lot of the times when it comes down to adult entertainment is people think that you're gonna ask those off the wall questions that people really don't want to talk about. And it's those questions about a relationship that a person probably was dealing with or You know how some folks like to be messy, and to get the mess out of folks is what they think. So people don't want to do interviews when they think
Hey
that a person is
George.
going to be real messy. But when I say, if it came down to something that I didn't want to talk about, if it's something you don't want to talk about, you always disclose with the person that's hosted the
Bishop, you see,
thing.
before I did it, I talked to you. This is what we gonna say. Hey, and let me know if you.
I'm an open book regardless. If a
But that's
person
why
asks
I
me
love
anything,
you.
yeah. If a person asks me anything, I'm gonna give you the honest answer. And if you don't like it, that's on you because you asked me that question. But I'm gonna answer it.
But I love you, Trap. I
I
really
love you
love
too.
you.
Wait, so what you gonna do after this?
I'm finna eat and blaze. And I need you say you got to close the line. Tell the people where they can find you. Tell the people what
Okay,
else you
so
got coming.
if you go to my website at www.understandtrap.com/shop, you can see all the stuff that I do have currently, for right now. Or if you want to, hit me up on Instagram at entrapment underwear on Instagram. I have stuff there as well. So
Right.
just inbox me. If you do need your house cleaned, I also have a nude cleaning service. So if you need your house cleaned, you can also DM me on my www.understandtrap.com.
Hey.
Fill out the contact information and say that you want the house clean. I will definitely inbox you back with my rates. Let me know what you need me to clean.
And speaking of these underwears, do you have any underwears to fit this shape? What type of underwears they
Oh,
give?
see, the underwear will be coming out in January to 2021 because of this corona's going on. Everything is on a standstill. So the actual underwear, but I will go all the way up into size 5X. Okay, I'm going all the way up. I want my big girls to feel love too.
All right, bitch, you don't go nowhere. Let me close this out. You stay right here. I
All
got
right,
you.
la.
Okay, y'all. Y'all know that was the key session with me and motherfucking Trap. Thanks to everybody who motherfucking watched it. I really appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thanks to all the love that was shown. You know, bitch, you got to do what you got to do. So, see you guys later. Bye bye.
So this is my outro video just saying, I love you and make sure you always stay subscribed to get, your hottest and latest tea and key sessions. So yeah, your boy Infamous Chi. Thank you.